Hello and welcome to part 8 of Let's Play Spider-Man Web of Shadows on the Nintendo DS. In the last part we helped out Nightcrawler, so this part we're gonna hopefully head to the Hive. And yeah, one thing I haven't actually shown yet is what I'm doing here, is that you can actually trade in upgrades that you already bought. So once you've bought an upgrade, you're not stuck with it. You can actually, as you can see on the bottom, you can clear all upgrades and then just start again. So what I did was I got rid of a load of attacks that I wasn't really using. I wasn't really using air dodge at all, so I decided to get rid of it and get amazing speed instead, which you can actually upgrade twice, and I do upgrade it twice by the end of this LP, so that's pretty cool. Yeah, now that we have the hammer thing, we can actually get about a lot easier. I think we could probably get to the Hive already, but seeing how we had to help out Nightcrawler because he can't do anything by himself apparently. Because yeah, I don't think you actually need the slam to get here. Maybe? Oh, I don't know. Let's just head to the Hive. Yeah, climbing some walls. It's pretty fun. I don't know why Spider-Man doesn't crawl faster, you know? Or have it to be a bun. So yeah, this is the 5th area in the game, which we visited one room before, because Nightcrawler's warped us there. Nice guy. But yeah, this is actually, the Hive, which is all purple stuff. I probably should stop calling it purple stuff, but whatever. And yeah, apparently we're trying to find Venom still. Like the rest of the game. We will find Venom one day, I hope. Yeah, it's these black enemies again. I think that's actually more dark blue, that guy. Oh, I don't know. And yeah, you have to fight these guys, which is kind of annoying because something bad's gonna happen in this part. Yeah, just gotta take out these guys, get through the door. I think this is probably the second to last time you ever have to do this. We're getting pretty damn close to the end, guys, so it's exciting stuff. Exciting stuff. Yeah. As you see, there's actually not that much difference having Spider-Man actually, well, buying amazing speed. It's just, I don't know, it just seemed like a good idea to get it, you know. Maybe once I get, because it's like, it's subtle, but it's definitely there. And you're gonna need all these upgrades for something coming up in this part. That same bad thing that I mentioned. Because, oh god. Oh god. Ah, so yeah. I'm pretty much don't have anything else to say about the combat. I don't think we actually get introduced to any new enemies at this point. I don't think so. So yeah. And yeah, I actually watched some footage of or tried out Black Spider-Man, and he's actually really good. He has some really good attacks. The main problem is that he doesn't... what doesn't he do? I can't remember. There's one attack that he doesn't do, and I don't like it. So. But yeah, before going through that room, or going right off that save room, we're actually gonna head off because A, we only have 3 life orbs, and we need to kill some enemies to get some new ones. And B, this is probably the best time in the game to get collectibles. You don't unlock any more upgrades at this point. You don't get any more like powers like the slam on the hammer slam and stuff like that. You don't get any more of those, so it pretty much means that as you go around the map you have access to anywhere that you want to go, so you can figure out how to get there. So the first collectible we're going to be getting is the detailed minimap, which you probably don't need. I don't think it actually points out collectibles or anything like that, so it's not too handy, but still I guess it's nice to have. See, there we go, this is the minimap. I can't remember if this is the first time I've seen it or not, but yeah, it shows exactly where Spider-Man is, so I guess that's kind of handy when getting collectibles, so you can see any secret kind of bits that you may have easily missed. So yeah, here's our second collectible. As you can see, I think we may have actually seen that at some point before. Maybe I did it off screen, but yeah, you can see it the other side, but you actually have to go all the way round to collect it, so you can see by the map where I am, so you shouldn't worry. And yeah, right next to that is something that's going to be very handy, an increase in attack damage. That's like so good to have. You can easily miss that collectible, but you definitely should go and get it. That's what I'm saying, you're going to need these collectibles later on in the game, or at this point in the game, and this is easily the best time to get them. So yeah, I did a little cut there. I'm actually now in the sewers. I kind of thought there was little point of actually showing how to get to the sewers, because if you just use your map, then, and you can see on the map where I am, so yeah, just head to this point in the sewers and go around this way. Yeah, you should have come through this part like so many times before anyway, so I'm going to be honest, I don't get all the collectibles. I know I've already mentioned this, but I didn't want to kind of, if I was going for 100%, I would try and get like, if I was going to go for every single collectible, I would kind of, I don't know, it would take a lot of time, and I know there'd be one I missed, you know. If there was kind of a community thing that I could do, and have people help me maybe, then I would definitely do 100% and show where all the collectibles are, but unfortunately for me, that's not possible, so these are just the ones I decided to look around and find. And yeah, very handy. I think there was actually a boss battle in this room, but we couldn't get through there, so yeah, definitely worth getting that. And yeah, the last one I'm actually going to get in this video. Sorry I don't get more. I might go back and do like an extra video showing more collectibles, but yeah, I would say definitely check out the pier and the sewers a bit more. The sewers and the piers are massive, so if you're looking for collectibles, that's where to go. So yeah, with those done and all my life orbs back, we're going to go to the boss. And yes, it's Venom! After all this time, we finally found him. He actually looks surprisingly blue. I always thought Venom was more purple, especially with the purple doors and stuff like that. So yeah, this is probably, I would say this is the hardest boss battle in the game. This is actually not the final boss. You would probably think that Venom would be, and yeah, there's actually a second boss after this boss, so yeah, look out for that. But I would definitely say this boss is harder. So yeah, Venom has a few attacks. The first one is the counter attack, obviously. As you can see, I'm punching him there. And if I stayed punching him too long, he would counter attack and do a load of damage. His second attack is his charge attack, where if you're just standing down like around here, he can just run at you and charge, and like that. See, that was his charge attack. And if that hits you, that will send you flying and do a lot of damage. His other attack is his like elbow thing, I guess, his launch from the air. There's two versions of this. There's the one where you can just be walking along and he'll do that, and he'll just go up and go down. Or there's one where if you actually swing to the top of this area and then jump back down, he will jump from the top of there and home in on you. So yeah, they're his main attacks. Now I would say strategy for this, first of all, definitely get all your life orbs. You cannot do this without your 5 life orbs. Or at least I can. So yeah, that's something you're gonna have to do. Second, don't just be careful, don't do anything stupid really, just don't try and attack him when he's blocking, or don't take any chances really. Because as you can see, he can just do that, and look how much damage he's already done, and I'm barely back to life, you know. So yeah, there's 2 times you can actually hit him, or I found anyway. Obviously, well, 3 times if you include this. So yeah, the main attack, he can do a load of damage if you use Nightcrawler. The second way to hit him and do damage is what I'm doing now, is jumping up to the top, hanging out there until he climbs up, and then jumping back to the middle again, because what he does that attack, which he launches and elbows the floor, but for a split second when he lands, you can actually hit him. You have a chance to do a combo move and stuff like that. So yeah, that's another like really good time that you can hit him like that. And the third time is once he hits you, most of the time he will then like go rah, like roar at you, or whatever the Venom equivalent is. So yeah, you can then do damage to him like that. But yeah, that's pretty much it. This battle is very, very hard. It's so easy for him to just take damage to you. I know his health bar looks massive, but it's actually because of the upgrades we got, and yeah, because of all the upgrades we now have, like the increased attack damage, the increased defense, and the combos we've all got. So you can actually, it's not as bad as you think. The main problem with this is being able to hit him without him doing a load of damage to you. Now that might sound obvious, but it's very easy to actually get hit and, you know, for this to happen. As you can see, I've already died 3 times. I only have 2 life orbs left. This is when I decided that I need to go back and get life orbs this boss battle. The other ones I was actually able to be okay. It's just this one I kind of had to. And yeah, here's a quick note or something you kind of need to be aware of. You can't swing into him and kick him like that. If you try and do it, he will just slam you and you'll go flying, and it will do a lot of damage. So yeah, once again, you're only going to want to use Nightcrawler. The health thing, because of how much health Venom can do to you, getting health of Black Cat really isn't useful at all. It's just so much better to have Nightcrawler come and beat him up, and yeah, it's pretty cool. Or another strategy that I kind of use is just standing to the left and right platforms, because then he'll jump up there, and then a lot of the time he'll still come crashing, like he'll still try and elbow you, like that. He'll still like home in on you. But because you can actually see where he is, it's actually a lot easier to dodge. And yeah, there's another way that you can actually damage him, probably the 4th way, I would say. If you jump to these platforms and you can hit him mid-air, you can actually, you know, do a load of kicks and stuff like that. As you can see, I'm actually getting better throughout this fight, so I've done it a lot of times already. This took me like 5 times maybe, which doesn't sound a lot for like old school gamers, but for a recent game, trying to do a boss battle like 5 times, that's a hard boss battle. And yeah, that's one problem with relying on him to do his homing attack, is that he can very easily hit you. If you're not running at full speed, then the chances are he's just going to home in and manage to hit you. Which is why, as you can see there, I was running back and forth, although for whatever reason he decided to jump to the right, which is nowhere near me. So I managed to get some good hits in. I could use Nightcrawler again, that does about 3 bars of damage, and seeing how much damage he can do. See, if I kept the same pace up as before, then I would have definitely got killed, so yeah, if you're having trouble on this boss fight, I sympathise. I had trouble with this boss fight, it's so hard. He does so much damage to you. So my advice would be, if you are stuck in this boss fight, to do what I was doing before and go and get collectibles, because I think you can probably collect all of them but like 2 at this point in the game, once you have them all. So yeah, that's definitely worth knowing. And also, don't be afraid to use different combos. Just because I got amazing speed doesn't mean that you need to get rid of your combos. So maybe there's a combo that you like a lot better and can do a lot of damage. So I know I'm definitely not the best at this game, so I'm sure there's a lot of people a lot better than me that can do all these crazy combos that I just, you know, that I just can't do. I guess I'm trying to show that you don't need these super combos and all these complex stuff that you have to memorize like 10 different attacks and then use them in a precise order. This is more like the average Joe way of getting through this game. Although my name's not Joe. True story. So yeah, I would definitely say the best way to do it is to go on the left and right platforms. The ones that are like in the middle. Because even though I kept going up to the top, the main reason I did that was to be safe. Because as you already know, as soon as he hits you, then it's game over, really. Because yeah, if you go all the way to the top, you can't quite see where he is, so you kind of have to guess and hope. And yeah, luckily for me, I got another Nightcrawler. I think that's the 4th one in this battle. So yeah, that's gonna do probably about half the damage for you, depending on how well you do against the boss. So yeah, and another thing, this should probably go without saying, but don't stand too close to him when he's trying to get up. And yeah, with that, we actually don't have enough time to finish this boss battle in this part, so join me in the next part where we will defeat Venom. I've been Awesome23, and goodbye.